What up, it's Dane. In this video I'm going to be telling you how much cardio you should be doing in order to lose stomach fat faster. So if you think it's 5 times a week, 6 times a week, 7 times a week, you're wrong. Here's why. You need to first understand that just by doing cardio you're not necessarily going to lose fat, right? You go into any single gym, you look at most of the women, right? I know there's being a bit judgmental, right? But most women are just looking for fat loss and they jump on a cardio machine straight away. So is that the right thing to do? Yes or no? Well, they could be doing six sessions a week of cardio, maybe even 7 cardio every single day for 1 hour, and they still don't lose weight because they're eating very healthy food. And you're probably thinking, what the hell am I talking about? Here's why. Just by eating healthy food and trying to lose stomach fat doesn't necessarily do the deal, done deal, right? It's not necessarily like that. You need to eat in what's called a calorie deficit. That's why you might have friends that are like really skinny and they don't contain a lot of fat. They don't have a lot of fat at all, but they still eat junk food, right? It's just because they eat junk food when you're around them. When you're not around them, they're probably not eating anything the whole day, right? Or their basal metabolic rate is just a lot higher and they just have that genetic, advantage. But that said, I'm going to be telling you how much cardio you should do in order to lose stomach fat. So it depends on your circumstances as well. Typically, I recommend about 3 to 5 times a week if your main goal was weight loss. However, if your goal is to build a lot of muscle as well at the same time, this will change. Because you need to understand that doing certain types of cardio will definitely affect your recovery when it comes to weight training. For example, if you're doing say 5 times of cardio per week, high intensity interval training, a lot of sprints, and you're still doing 5 times a week weight training, your weight training will definitely be affected, right? Because say for example after training your legs, the next thing you go and sprint up hills and really high impact, the recovery is not going to be there. So to give you a good quick final answer you're probably looking for, I'm guessing here, and like I said, I can't always give a direct answer, but the amount of cardio you should do to lose fat, just a standard baseline, is maybe 3 to 5 times per week, maybe 1 hour of low to moderate intensity, meaning like 70% of your maximum heart rate. That should be good enough to do it. And typically I would actually recommend you do say exercises like bicycle that are low impact, walking, stuff like this, not sprinting and jogging and stuff like this, because this is high impact and it will, if you do weights, affect your weight training. So that's like a baseline I can give you. However, like I said at the start of the video, in order to lose fat, and this is the most important part of the video, right? Because if you're someone that's already doing cardio and you're probably wondering, okay, why am I not losing fat? Can you just tell me now? Yeah, I'm telling you right now, because it's all about your calorie balance. You can eat nuts, avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, all these healthy foods, but they all contain a lot of calories, right? So you're probably thinking, why? It's because they're healthy fats, right? Healthy fats, or just fats in general, contain 9 calories per gram, whereas protein and carbs contain 4. I'm not saying you need to cut the fats, but just eating healthy doesn't necessarily cut the cake, right? It doesn't mean you're going to lose fat. It's all about the calorie balance at the end of the day. So to get a negative calorie balance, you can either do this by doing cardio, which I'm telling you about, or reducing your calorie intake. I'd rather reduce my calorie intake and do a little bit of cardio, not excessive cardio, because then it won't impact my gym performance and I don't need to spend so much time doing boring ass cardio. And if you don't like cardio, then you're friends with me, because I don't like cardio either. So to get a negative energy balance, do 15 times your body weight in pounds, minus 500 or minus 800, whichever one you want to go for. The higher the number, the more fat you're going to lose. However, the harder it will be able to sustain, right? This is just a rough estimate, and then you should be good to go just by eating that many calories per day. If you don't want to track your calories or anything like that, you just want to literally know how much cardio you should do and just what foods to eat, I'll tell you now. So do about 3 to 5 sessions per week of cardio. 5 if you really want to lose weight, but again, make sure it's low intensity so it doesn't impact your weight training. If not, you can do high intensity if you don't go to the gym. However, that's it, that's cardio. On the other side, foods that I recommend if you don't want to track your calories are as follows: vegetables, fruits, and fruits. Those are the main things you need to be eating in your diet. Cut all the junk food out and shit like this, because you're not tracking your calories. It's very easy to overeat these foods, right? Like I said in probably the midway of the video, eating healthy foods doesn't necessarily lead to fat loss. However, if you do eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, you probably won't be gaining weight. In fact, you'll be losing a lot of weight. However, you need to be quite lenient, or how can we say, sensible on healthy fats, which are like avocados, olive oil, peanut butter, nuts, all these kinds of foods because they do contain a lot more calories. For example, one hand of nuts, pause, is like, just to relax there, you know what I'm trying to say, is 500 calories, whereas one massive bowl of vegetables is 300 calories. So just be careful of your food choices. However, I just recommend vegetables, fruits, and proteins, lean sources of protein like chicken, turkey steaks, turkey mince, whitefish, tuna. Those are basically the foods I'd recommend you eat if you're trying to lose weight without tracking calories. So to get to the end of the video, 3 to 5 sessions per week. Main diet to lose stomach fat should consist of loads of vegetables, loads of fruits, loads of lean proteins, and some healthy fats, but be sensible on them. So anyway, you already know the deal. Stay positive. Subscribe down below if you found some value in this video. If you'd like to get notifications of my 3 videos a day: building muscle, losing fat, cardio, intermittent fasting. I don't even know what I make anymore. Stay positive, stay smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.